Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about why inner child work is the last piece of the puzzle. It is the most important part, hi buddy, because you've been there, you've done that, you've tried everything and it didn't work. There's a reason. Watch this video. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please click the little subscribe button, the bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you so much and welcome back. If you are a Patreon member, or if you're not, there's the link. For $10 a month, you can get all the worksheets and the integrated learning from this video. So, here we go. I want to talk about the inner child. I just got off an amazing call with a client and he told me that finding this work has literally changed his life because he never knew what an inner child was. And so he asked me to do a video on it. So the inner child is your innocence inside, the part of you that never got touched by wounding, society, any of the above. Well, it did get touched by wounding, but it never went away. It doesn't really grow up. It integrates. And if it's not integrated and you don't feel whole and you feel separation inside or you feel identity issues or you have, toxic relationship dynamics, it means you haven't healed your inner child wounding. So we are the only ones that can do that. And what we do as adults is we keep looking outside of ourselves for others to reparent us. We are now the one that needs to parent our inner child. So inner child work, when I found this 12 years ago, it completely transformed every single aspect of my life because how we do one thing, we do all things. So how I'm relating to myself is how I relate to all issues. So if I am self-abandoning, I'm abandoning everyone. If I'm a perfectionist, everything isn't good enough, right? So how we do one thing is how we do all things. If you overwork out, you probably overwork and overeat, right? If you underwork out, probably the same. So you have to really look at these things. So what I want to say about the inner child is we have to integrate it. And the reason we have to integrate it is because we have to come into our integrity. Our integrity is our authentic self, is the truth of who we are. And if we're not living in alignment with what we authentically, our authentic emotional experiences, which most of us don't even know what that is when we have some emotional wounds, if we're not living our life in alignment with who we truly are, nothing's going to add up, make sense, or fulfill us. Many of us started lining up with an ideal version of self because being our authentic self got us rejected, got us abandoned. So we learned to do to ourselves, our inner child, what was done to ourselves as a child, and we abandon self all the time for the love of another, for the security of another, for something else outside of us because we still have this deeper understanding or false belief that we are unworthy or we are not enough. Because if you get your authentic self rejected in childhood, you will walk around with an emotional imprint that says, there's something wrong with me. It's scary to be me, shadow work. So instead, I will make choices that seem safe that aren't totally in alignment with my heart. Because what is my heart? I can't trust my heart. You know what I'm talking about. So you get into relationships with people that band-aid these wounds. It feels like love bombing. It's very exciting. But it's not. It's intoxicating because it's toxic. Nobody outside of us can heal us. We can love people and they make us feel comfortable and safe and all that. But when we start to depend on them, it's very scary because all people are going to become undependable in one way or another because they have to line up with themselves, not you at the end of the day. You have to line up with you at the end of the day. So the way we do inner child work, and I do not suggest you do this at home. I told my client today I did my his first inner. We did together today, and he said, I can't do that on my own. I said, yeah, I know. That's why you come to see me. So don't do it on your own, but you can try it in this video just to see how it feels, right? And I say don't do it on your own because I don't want you to get convoluted in what the feelings are and it gets too deep and you can't get yourself out of it. But if I show you a little bit today of what it looks like, you can contact that one inside, and that's not dangerous. That's very safe. It's actually very good to find acknowledgement with your inner child every day. So the way we start to integrate the inner child needs versus the adult desires, what happens is we oftentimes make toxic relationship decisions because our inner child is still looking for a parental figure, still looking to be controlled, still looking to please, still looking outside of itself. And if we don't heal this, we're not going to be able to line up with the truth of what we really need and who we really are. So there's going to be this dynamic going on that's not integrated, never feels accurate, and nothing ever feels aligned, synchronistic, and steady. Right? So what we do is we close our eyes and we take some deep breaths in through our nose and deeper exhales through your mouth to relax your nervous system naturally. Doing this a few cycles, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you do this, listen to my voice. Get yourself into a very safe place. It could have been somewhere that you know, maybe as a child, maybe now, or it could be something you create. I usually create a new one. That's just me. With the colors that I want in this space, the candles I want in this space, the feeling, the temperature, whatever I want appears in my space until I know this is my space that I am safe in. No one can touch it. No one can take me out of it. No one can sway my opinions in here. I am super safe energetically in all boundaries in all ways. And when you get into that space, I just want you to invite your inner child to join you. See if they show up. See what they are doing. See how they are feeling, and most importantly, see what age they are. They may not show up for you. That means they may not trust you yet, or they're just not trusting this process yet. Don't worry, it's normal. It could mean they're kind of mad at you. It could mean they don't recognize you because you're so far away from who you are, or they may have a message for you. They may have a gift for you. And if they show up for you, thank them. And ask them if they'd like to come to you and see what happens. They're going to tell you something. They're going to tell you how they feel. They're going to tell you about you, or they're going to tell you what they want. So be sure to ask. If you get anything from them, or not, ask them if it's be okay with them if you come back to visit them soon. And just put your hand over your heart and thank you and your inner child for showing up for you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, come back to the room. My client today, his inner child showed up immediately in his childhood bathroom, which was his safe place. And he started talking to us even before we invited him in. It was perfect. And this is very rare. He's very lucky this happened. And his inner child showed him a comic book. And he showed him this character that he really liked. He really was proud of. He said, this is what we are. This is who we are. And I said, well, who is it? And the comic book character was someone that doesn't let people disrespect him. And I said, ask your inner child, is that your message? Don't let people disrespect you. Now, it's interesting because this client is in a relationship that he's being very disrespected. And every time he allows it, he doesn't feel good because he's abandoning the inner child's direction. And so he started to cry and he said, holy shit, this is so accurate. This is so deep. And so it's a simple practice that goes so profound because it is so real, soul level. And he was very clear what he needed to do. So he goes, I don't want to check in without you, but let's do that again. And so this is what's so fun about it is our inner child, when we honor them, have all the answers because the authentic reality that we lived has not been forgotten. It stays with us. And it is our job to upgrade those experiences and heal through these messages. His inner child's message was, don't let people disrespect you. That's not who we are. That's why I don't recognize you. I know who you are. You need to know who you are. Now, oftentimes we're afraid to shine in that light because we have to do some golden shadow work, right? Which is another whole thing. But if we do recognize this and we do start to see that There is no question too. This is what you're going to like about this work. There is no doubt when it comes to this because it's such a clear, authentic, resonating message. The feelings, the connection, what you think that you need with others, you need with you. That level of connection with your inner child is so profound and special that all you want to do is cater to this person, love this person, and honor this truth. So I want you guys to try that today. It's exciting. If you want more inner child work, please check out my emotional rehab on demand. It is 12 weeks, but it's on demand. You do it at your own pace. It's lots and lots and lots, 40 plus videos and lessons and all the things. So please check that out. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll see you soon.